So I'm back home finally from my trip to Southern California, and I'm feeling great. Today was kind of a spacious day, but what I love is this feeling of clarity that's coming over me since thinking about some of my directional things this weekend. Something really interesting came up this morning. I was on a coaching call with some fellow Martha Beck coaches, and we were practicing the metaphor tool. And it came to be my turn, and the first thing that popped into my head was my keychain. And I don't really know why it came up today, but it occurred to me that I have been carrying around this very large, quite unwieldy keychain for some time now, and I've always sort of had it as a point of pride that made me sort of different, and everyone would comment on how large this keychain was and how massive it was, and I would always sort of with some pride say that I liked it. And it sort of, I'll show you what it looks like now. It's much smaller than it was before, but it's still pretty lengthy and involves a lot. But believe it or not, there were more items on it this morning before I did some cleanup work on it. And we got to talking about this metaphor of the keychain and what it represents to me if I were to describe this, and how I feel about it and how I relate to my keychain. And if you've ever worked with a Martha Beck coach, you know that we love metaphors. And what came out was that I'm just carrying around more than I need to be carrying around, and that I realized I had keys on this keychain that were for things that no longer existed and things that I no longer use anymore. One of the items on the keychain had once been beautiful, once been very meaningful to me, but had since really outlived its useful life and no longer carried the kind of visual impact that I originally bought it for, yet I was still carrying it around, and it was quite heavy. So in examining that and really hearing myself describe it to another person, I got to see it through new eyes, and it was this fresh perspective that caused me to say, wow, I don't need those keys anymore, and what would happen if I just let go of them and stopped carrying them around? You know, I used to have a lifestyle where I would carry around big bags and purses all the time, and this huge keychain was a way to, be able to quickly find my keys in the bottom of a big bag. It was also something that, I enjoyed people commenting on, to be honest. But now I have a different lifestyle where I want to be more compact and mobile and simple, and I am noticing that this big ball of keys is becoming a little bit constraining. So, every once in a while, it's helpful to re-examine areas of our life that, we may just not even think about anymore because we have taken them for granted as habit for such a long time. But having the advantage of another set of eyes and having to hear yourself describe these areas to another person is what coaching is all about, and what helps us move forward with clarity and intention, and to help us align our outer world with what's going on in our inner world. So I invite you to look around, the things you're carrying around, the things you're wearing, the things you might be storing in your house, and ask yourself to describe them to another person or journal about them, and see what comes up, and see if these words and ways of relating to your space are what you really want in your life now. And it's all about change, it's all about evolution and growth and letting go. So be gentle with yourself as you do this, and just notice what comes up. Have a great day.